Hey there, guys, and welcome to a much eagerly awaited device. Now, it has been a while since I've done a video, so if I'm a little bit rusty, I do apologise, but I'm trying to work my way back. But starting off with this Steam Deck from Valve. Been waiting a long time. It's been about a year and 3 weeks. Pre-ordered this back in July last year, and it's just arrived today. So I'm really excited, and I wanted to share the unboxing experience. Now, this is exactly how it was delivered. No outer packaging or anything else like that. They didn't really go too far. They got delivery label at the bottom, which you don't need to see. So let's go knifey, slicey, slicey, if it'll let me. Come on, knifey, slicey, slicey. That's one side. Come on, work with me. That's the other. Right. Oh, I've been waiting so long, and there's so many other people who are still waiting on this. So, I just hope the hype is real. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Well, that's not it. That's this. Attention! Plug in, power on. So I'm assuming it doesn't come with charge. So if that's the case, I might have to take a little pause. So before we actually look at the actual device itself, let's see what we got here. Come on. You know you want to come out. Yeah, not really pulling out all the stops here with the presentation, are they? It's bare bones. But when you think about the price that they're selling this for, and I compare this to my One X player, I mean, we can't really do physical comparisons, not today anyway, but maybe if you guys would like to hear more about it, then we'll do. But yeah, the price difference, well, it's quite big. I paid, what was it? I think it was about 1,299 for my One X player. This is the mid-tier Steam Deck, and at 460 odd pounds, something like that. I can't remember. It's been, yeah. Oh, here we go. We got the power brick. So, yeah, hardwired cable, which is a bit interesting. Usually, you'd get these where it can just like plug in like a USB type thing. But yeah, that is hardwired, micro USB. So cable's not too bad. Got a bit of weight to the plug, but yeah, we don't really have much interest in the plug itself, do we? So let's get to the main event. Get the box out of the way. Come on, box. Out of the way. Right, your games are going places. Steam Deck from Valve. Nice. So designed by Valve Corporation. Yeah. So well, it's interesting. It was, when was it? I think it was Monday last week. I got the a message crop up on my screen in Steam saying that it was available now to complete the purchase. I even got an email as well. So for those people who say they missed it, well, I don't know how you missed it if you don't check your emails regularly and stuff like that, and certainly don't sign into Steam. It was a big box and you couldn't miss it. The only way you could clear it is by a little tiny tick box. So, but hey, but yeah, so I'd sort of completed the purchase on Monday. It was dispatched on the Wednesday, and with very little notification on the actual progress of the actual tracking, for the delivery and all that. The service that they used, it was very basic. It wasn't until actually late last night were tracking information actually updated. For some time it just seemed to have been stuck in the Netherlands, but never mind. So, but yeah, but it's arrived today, so it's taken about 5 days, so that's not too bad. That's 5 days from dispatch, that is, not 5 days from the actual purchase. I'd say in all it was about 7-8 days. So yeah, but we got got a little tab on there. It seems we're going to have to dicey to get off. There we go. Otherwise we can't open it up. Oh, first of all, before I get into it, the case, nice, solid, rugged. Something that you can put in the back though. I'm wondering if that's for the dock that they have not yet released. Might be. Maybe you might be able to put that dock in there or something. I'm sure it's not the carry handle because that's the carry handle. But yeah, you got your little logo there. So let's open her up. Got a bit of weight behind it. So, yeah, turn around that way. There it is. Steam Deck. Ooh. Yeah, you don't want to see my ugly mug. I've not held one of these at all. So, but yeah, this being the mid-tier, it's very reflective. Apparently, the 512 gig version, the high tier, has a matte screen, which is less reflective. So, it's something I'll just have to get used to. But yeah, it's like there's about £100 difference to get that, and I just thought I'll go for this. So let's have a look at the features. So we've got left analog stick here, feels quite nice. D-pad. So actually I'm just going to put the case out of the way, so just so I can get a feel for this. There we go, that's better. So yeah, D-pad, that's not too bad. The A, B, X, Y buttons, yeah, they're quite small. I feel even smaller than the buttons on the One X player. Right analog stick, yeah, it feels the same as the left. And placement actually is quite comfortable. And in the palms of my hand there, that actually feels quite nice. It's nice, rounded, quite smooth. Steam button. I'm assuming that's menus or something or another. There'll be start, select sort of thing at the top. Left one, right one, triggers or buttons should I say, and then you got the analog triggers, left two, right two there. Power button, Type C, headphone jack, volume down, volume up. And then we'll spin it around this way. Got additional triggers here that I believe you can actually customize to whatever you like and assign them in game, which is nice to have. I'm assuming either that's the inlet, is that the input? I can't remember. So, oh, right, forgot. Yeah, left, right, front firing speakers, which is always good. On the back, I'm assuming that might be the inlet for the air, and then they'll fire it out at the top here, all the heat dissipation. Yeah, it feels really, really, really nice. So touch pads as well. This is what I was quite excited about. The One X player, I do love it. But some games it can be a little bit trickier to play. You know, these might actually help because they could be used as mouse pointers and stuff like that for those games that are only partial gamepad control. So yeah, let's see how that works out. So let's see, will she fire on? Nope, she has no life in her at this time. So it looks like I will have to give it a little charge. Oh yeah, I forgot. At the bottom there, got micro SD, which I will be putting one in because 256 gig is not going to go very far. So yeah, I'm going to give her a little charge up, get her powered on. We'll be RB. Okay, so after plugging it in, it took about a minute for it to do a boot up. And it turned on instantly, and then we put on the setup screen. So let's A that. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to connect to my network. There we go, get it connected. Now I was suspecting it's probably going to have a few updates for this. Connection successful. Yeah, installing updates. So there's been numerous updates apparently, and as they've been fixing some bugs and refining some things. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to take 40 odd seconds. Oh, wrong! It's jumped to 5 minutes. here she goes. So yeah, it took a bit of a while for that to actually install that. It was doing it at a really quite slow speed. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know if it was download or if it was actually the writing speed. It was only doing on average about 4.5 megabytes a second, which is a bit odd. So if it was from my network, I can easily do a lot more than that. I can do up to 65 megabytes a second. So yeah, a bit odd. But yeah, you just need to get signed in, and once we're signed in, we'll have a look at the interface and see what that's all about. Okay, here we go. So welcome to Steam Deck. Before you start playing, let's take a quick tour of the device. Press any button or tap the screen to continue. Yes, so this is a Steam button. Press to access your library, store settings and more. Press and hold to view Steam button shortcuts. And on this side is the quick access button. Press to quickly view your notifications, friends, etc, etc. Up here is the power button, which is obvious. Then we've got the volume. And last of all, down below is the micro SD card slot. Expand your deck's storage capacity by inserting and formatting a micro SD card. Push the card into eject. So that's something that could be interesting, because I've used the micro SD card slot on my One X player and it was reasonable. I did notice some games took a little longer to load using the micro SD card. I don't know if it's going to be any different on Steam Deck. That'll be interesting to see. So have fun. Hope you enjoy Steam Deck. If you would like to see this, blah blah blah. Yeah. So there we go. So recent games. So we've got access to the games that I've recently been playing. So that's a good game. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Been really enjoying that. Mad Street's not even played that yet. And it's got Sniper Elite and stuff like that. So Builder Simulator, I really wish they'd flipping work on that a bit more. It needs more work, definitely. It's lacking in features. Valheim. So yeah, interface wise, well, it's just like Steam Big Picture, really. It's probably not too different. Well, there are some little differences, because I'm used to using Steam Big Picture mode on my One X player. So let's have a look here. So software update, Steam Deck client beta updating, guys. Hold on, what's it all about? Features that are still being tested, you can opt in, blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's beta ones. Fix some performance problems for users with many screenshots, touch styling issues, achievements, menu issues and stuff like that. Interesting. But yeah, the interface itself though, yeah, it does seem a little bit cleaner than the Big Picture as well. Big Picture is, it works just nicely. I can't fault it, and I've properly used it on my One X player quite a lot of times. But yeah, it's nice to see that. So if we go Steam, let's go to the store. Oh yeah, so you got your tab here as well for great on decks, or games that are configured to run on deck. Well, say configured to run on deck. They might they'll be compatible, but whether they actually run well, that's another thing. So yeah, so apparently that's been expanded to several thousand games now. So, and I would imagine there's probably more. That'll just be games that they've tested themselves, not necessarily saying that they don't work. But these ones are the ones that they've tested and verified. Or the developers, I'm assuming, have to submit information to Valve to actually say, yeah, this works. So, and that's where it could be a slight hiccup, where if the developer says, yeah, this works great on Steam Deck, it might be it runs like crap. But we don't know. But screen vibrancy, nice. Nice colours. Yeah, it does seem to be popping. I might throw a quick game on just to have a quick look at it in action. So I'm going to go into my library, and yeah, I'll be in a moment when I've got a game on. And we're back. So yeah, Hot Wheels was finished downloading. Actually took a bit of a while, that 26 gig game, and it reached a peak speed of 58.4 megabytes a second, which ain't too bad. It's still not the highest speed that my internet will allow, but it did seem to throttle down a lot, quite often, down to 20 odd megabyte a second, and that's all that delayed it a little bit, which is a bit bizarre. And I've got to say, that just by installing that a lot of heat coming off that. Yeah, I mean, there's the exhaust there, and a lot of heat coming out of there. Feels quite warm to the touch. In fact, actually, here, it feels really, really warm. Not so much there, but here. So I'm assuming that's around where the processor lives. So yeah, a bit of heat going on there. So yeah, I'm curious to see though, how will the game perform. Now, before we actually launch that, if I press that, we got these options here. Probably familiar with them. You got your quick settings, your brightness and audio settings and all that. You can turn your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth off and everything else like that. Night mode, game rumble, Steam haptics, which do seem to work. Then you got your friends, notifications, and this is the bit that a lot of people obviously going to use. So yeah, you got your features here which can boost its performance but at the expense of battery, or you can lower the performance, you know, the access that the power usage that the processor gets to use. That would save battery but also hamper performance. So yeah, setting refresh rates, things like that, 60. So if we go on there and can lower it down. So, but I'm going to leave it at default because I'd like to see how it performs in its default state. Thermal power TDP limit, so that'll be how much power the processor uses, which if you throttle that down, it would reduce the power usage on your battery and also potentially reduce how much heat the device gives off as well. So yeah, it allows you to do a lot of tinkering. So yeah, you got scale filtering and things like that as well. Yeah. So yeah, battery capacity at the moment is 65.4%. Now that's pretty much out of the box because when I plugged it in, it just turned on. I left it plugged in while it did its initial boot up, and then I unplugged it. So it came with around 60% charge. Time to empty, saying 4.1 hours, discharging at 6.6 watts. Get a bit nerdy there, but yeah, that's about it. So right, let's get into the game and see how it runs. Sound quality at the moment doesn't seem too bad actually. Not very low end. You wouldn't expect it from speakers this size. We'll have to see when the game gets going, and because it has some thumping beats in it for what seems like a kid's kind of game, but yeah, it's quite a fun game. Okay, so I'm going to dive straight in. It's loaded up my previous save, which is pretty alright. Let's have a look. So we'll do a race, and let's see. Yeah, why not? Let's try this thing. A little bit of micro stutter in there. It's not bad though. Looks nice. There we go. Immediately, it's actually running quite smoothly. I'll have to have a look, see what graphics settings the game's actually using. Oh, gosh, that didn't work out. Yeah, it is running quite smooth. But very, a lot of mid-range sound, almost non-existent low-range bass on it. But again, like I said, that's to be expected from speakers this size. Ooh. Has been a while since I played this, so I'm sucking. And I'm missing all the bump speed pads. But yeah, performance-wise though, it's actually doing admirably well, and it looks really nice. Can't say it'd be top graphics, but we'll see in a moment. I'll finish this race and then we'll see if it's loaded my PC settings or if it's gone default. Ooh. The controls do feel quite nice. It's a little strange, if I'm honest. Feeling like my fingers could have cramped a little bit on the right trigger. Well, that could also be because I'm holding it at a weird angle. I'm not holding it naturally, just so you guys can see as well. Oh, little stutter. There we go. Now, what you've seen on the screen there, I think you've probably seen a lot more stutter than it actually was in the actual game itself. It was actually quite a smooth experience overall, that. So quite pleased with that. So let's just check the settings here. What's it saying I will get? So time to empty 59 minutes on this current state and these settings. Interesting. Okay, let's drop out of that. Oh, no. Right, let's just have a look at the options, see what video settings it's gone for. So yeah, it's gone for the 720p window mode off, vertical sync off, AMD FSR. Could probably good performance. Frame. Why was it targeting 120 frames a second? So yeah, it's actually, that was high and ultra. That's not bad. I hate motion blur. I despise motion blur. It should be banned from games. But yeah, that was actually quite impressive performance overall though. To say it was running high. It probably does help though that the Steam Deck uses a 720p panel. Which is just fine actually. It still looks great, and when you think about it, like Nintendo Switch, that's not even that's barely even 720p most of the time. I think most of the games on Switch are rendering much lower than that. So yeah, this actually rendering this, that was quite good. Obviously, I've got to check out a lot more games for this system, see how they all perform. There's going to be more games that I'll probably find that I will struggle with this. And if you guys are interested, then I think I might probably do a follow-up video as well, and maybe do a slight comparison to my One X player, comparing the sizes, the features and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video on this unboxing of the Steam Deck. I'm really excited to finally have this in my hand after all this time of waiting. So, but yeah, I'm going to turn that down, because that's a bit loud. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please smash the like button and hit subscribe, and why not ring that little bell to be notified of future content. I'll catch you next one. Bye for now.